Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Precious K right here. If you're seeing this face for the first time, you're absolutely welcome to my channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, you're the real OG. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel.
Yes.
Guys, I'm so sorry. Last year was a roller coaster. But this is 2023. And just to prove to you that I'm back and better, I'm here with none other than the beautiful Nello.
Yes, with a very beautiful face.
That's on period. That's on period. Okay, guys. So today, I'm sure from the topic already, you can already tell what we're talking about. We'll be talking about 4 C's in marriage. I know this is not your regular topic, but
I've never even heard about it.
4 C's in marriage?
Never.
What?
I did not know there was something like the 4 C's in marriage.
Right. Okay, we're not experts. You guys, please don't take our word for it. We're just chatting, doing whatever pleases us. So please
But
take
you can
our
always
advice.
learn
You can
one or
learn
two
something.
things.
Yeah, but don't take it so personal.
Yeah.
Okay. So the 4 C's in marriage basically is commitment, contentment, communication, and compromise. So we're just going to be talking about the 4 C's in marriage.
These are things I know separately, but I didn't know it was a thing.
It was a thing. But if you think about it, it makes sense,
It makes
right?
a lot of sense. Of course. It makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so I'm just going to throw this question at you.
Okay.
To you, out of the 4 C's in marriage, what's the most, like, which one is like the one that stands out to you?
Come again. What are the
Communication, contentment, compromise, and did I say communication?
Yeah.
Communication, contentment, compromise, and
commitment.
And commitment, yes. Which one stands out to you?
It will have to be compromise.
Okay.
For me, it will have to be compromise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you say so?
Only because, see, I feel like this is the one thing that people find very difficult.
Yeah.
Compromising is not easy. Anybody that tells you that compromising is easy, that person is a liar.
That one too, yes.
Compromising is not easy. And I feel like a lot of people enter marriage now with delusions. Like, they feel like, you know, you can be exactly what you were before marriage without compromising anything. It's not possible.
That makes a
Do you
lot of
understand?
sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Without compromise, sometimes it's just one big thing or so many little things. You're not going to have a successful marriage. It's not possible.
Yeah.
You must compromise something. Obviously, we hope that you don't have to compromise your values.
Your life.
Yes.
And most of the time, you have to compromise something big.
No, you have to.
You have to.
It happens.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we're forgetting that as much as we're compromising, the other party is also compromising something.
True.
A lot, most of the time. So for me, is that compromise? It's very difficult, but once you get a perfect balance, you're going to have a very good marriage.
Okay, for me, I think it has to be commitment.
Yeah.
Because you have to be committed to whatever it is that you're going into.
Yeah.
You have to be committed to the person's bad attitude, rubbish, and
my dear, you have to be. You have to be.
You have to be committed to all the rubbish that comes with the person.
And choose that person really. Like, you have to be committed to the person, choose the person, and put in the work.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, and back to what you said about compromise, I think like the greatest enemy to compromise is selfishness. Like, people are always selfish. Like, it has to be me. But between a man and a woman, I know this sounds crazy. It's a very simple question, but I feel like between a man and a woman, who do you think compromises the most? Generally speaking.
I would say a woman.
I
would say a woman. That one, like, we can't argue.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, like, it's not something we can argue. It's definitely the woman, right? Yeah. Because apart from the
change
everyday... Do you know I had an issue with that? Like, I still haven't changed my name completely to today. Because I have... I'm attached to the identity that I had before marriage. Like, I'm very attached to my family. But that's not even the reason why I've not changed my name. As much as, okay, of course, I want to change my name. I feel like I'm letting go of something big.
Something,
I don't know how to explain it. So maybe it's making me drag my feet. Like, I can do it, but I'm very reluctant about it.
But on your official documents, do you have your surname, like your husband's name?
Nothing.
Why?
It's my father's name that
is there.
YouTube, but I'm trying. Yeah, of course, online is my husband's name. But it's one of the things I want to achieve this year. Like, I have to go to Abuja to change them on my passport. I have to go and change them in my banks. It's like, it's a lot. I'll get to it only because, not even now because of my husband, but like, this is my family now.
Yeah, you have to just come to terms with
the same name with my kids.
Yeah.
I want to have the same name with my husband. So, point is, go back to the compromise. We compromise a lot as women, starting from changing your name. I told my husband this thing one time, like, I left literally everything I know. Everyone, like, I moved for you. I did everything for you.
Yeah.
So, you know, when you're asking for little things now, it should come easy to the man because we've compromised A lot.
Yeah, but you know, if we have this conversation with the man, he will tell you, oh, that the man compromises the most because his finances, for them, is always like the money.
Finances.
The finances, I have to now spend way more than I used to, like if I
Okay.
was single, just to make sure you're comfortable and the kids are comfortable.
But I have a counter argument for that.
Okay,
You know
let's
how
hear
in
it.
Nigerian homes, right?
Yeah.
We always say this all the time. They
Yeah.
raise women to be wives.
Yeah.
They
But they
raise
didn't
us to take
raise
care
men
of
to be
families, right?
husbands.
But
Yeah.
they raise men not to be husbands per se, but to be providers.
True.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
It's right.
It's not. That's what I'm saying.
It's right.
But no, I'm not trying to say
Yeah.
it's right or wrong now.
Yeah.
Depending on the situation you find yourself in. Some
Well,
women can actually be providers in their own home. Can't be me, but I'm just saying.
Can you?
Never, God forbid. But the thing is, right?
Oh my God.
It's some people's situation.
Yeah. So you're not feminist?
I'm actually feminist, right? I'm not Twitter feminist.
Okay.
Right? I believe in equality, but equality where it matters.
Yeah.
I don't want, okay, let me explain, because people get this twisted, right? I believe in equality of the sexes. But to me, what equality of the sexes means is that my husband brings the money and I cook the food. So it's like 50-50.
50-50,
Do you understand? I don't want to bring the money.
Yeah.
If I'm bringing the money, I shouldn't cook the food because that's not unfair to me.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
I get
It's like you just have to know what
you bring something and then I bring something and then it's 100. It's not like I'm giving 100%.
Exactly.
I'm giving 50, you're giving 50.
That's just it. He pays the rent, he pays school fees, he builds the house, and I take care of the home.
And that's perfect. I think for men, that's even okay. Most men, that's okay for them.
As much as this also brings me to gender roles. As much as people try to deny the fact that there is something as gender roles, there always is something as gender roles.
Sure.
Go back to your Bible. Go back to the beginning of time. There's always going to be something like that. So now, obviously, actually, someone was it you? Or someone recently, last week, what do I feel like it was it? Basically, was talking about women are now really like women
masculine women and feminine men.
And feminine men.
I was the one that said it. Yeah.
It was you, right? Men these days, like because women are becoming more masculine,
like,
exactly.
It's a problem.
Men are taking the back seat because now women are able to do everything a man can do.
Yes.
But a man doesn't want to do things that a woman can do.
Yes.
So does it not make sense to just do things that a woman can do and should do and let the man
do what he's supposed to do?
I
don't know why women are stepping up to the table and trying to match a man's
they're
energy.
going to argue into this video. I
know
they're going to argue.
You guys, let's continue this conversation down below in the comment section. Let me know what you think. It's a whole lot of, whatever. We can't talk about it right now. I'm sure most people are going to argue about this. But personally, I feel like the women are stepping up to the role of a man and men are taking back seats. Not all men, some men are taking back seats.
But if you're lucky to find a man that
is still doing what he's supposed to do.
Your part, that's
please, that's perfect. Okay, so let's quickly move on now to you. Let me just ask you this question. Do you feel like marriage is spiritual?
Marriage
is it spiritual or physical? Is it more spiritual than physical? Or do you think it's just, there are people that don't believe spirituality. It's just, I meet someone, I get married and we move. Like for you, what do you think it is?
For me, marriage is definitely spiritual, right?
Yeah.
More spiritual than physical, if you ask me.
True.
Right? But the thing is that a lot of people are not spiritual. I'm not here claiming I'm the most spiritual person. I'm not even that spiritual. I try to be, right?
Yeah.
But more people are focused on the physical part of marriage more than the spiritual part of marriage.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why there's always problems up and down everywhere. Because we're focusing on the wrong thing.
Do you remember in the last video I asked, do you think someone can be manipulated?
Yeah.
And everybody was like, no.
Yeah.
That was why I asked the question.
Okay, because
I always feel like if a marriage breaks down, like, I don't know, I don't want to bring in celebrities into this video, but I mean, you hear people walk into their marriages and they walk out the next minute, and then you're wondering, like, what's going on? I honestly feel like there's somebody somewhere pressing remote.
I mean, it doesn't, I don't believe there is always somebody somewhere pressing the remote. I get what you mean, though.
Oh my God.
But sometimes, there are bigger things to fight about. And they always tell men, pray for your wife. You don't know the temptation she's facing.
And women to pray for your
husband.
You don't know the temptation.
And by temptation, we don't even mean women, for example.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of things.
Yes, it's a whole lot.
It's a whole
so,
lot,
of course, marriage is spiritual. Like,
it's very spiritual.
The people that, your mother, your grandmothers, your people always tell you, pray. They're not stupid, though. Do you understand? They're not stupid. I'm not saying prayer is the only thing that's important to marriage.
But it's a major thing.
In the world, minus even marriage. Prayer is one of the most important things in life.
Just have sense.
You always have to pray. So for me, marriage is more spiritual than physical. There are some people that their physical connection is not even that great, but through prayer and work and every other thing,
everything would just start
Everything will
aligning.
align. Exactly.
It just makes sense. It would just make sense. Okay, so now let's talk about contentment. We talked about contentment, commitment. We've talked about commitment and which other one? The one compromise. So now let's talk about contentment in marriage.
This one.
Yes.
This
What do you? Yes. I want to hear your thoughts on that. First of all, can you marry contentment? Right? Can you marry someone that is broke? Can you marry a broke guy?
No.
But has prospect? Hold on. Can you marry a broke guy that has prospects, or can you? You're just all about the already made man.
But that's the thing, though. I didn't marry an already made man. I don't even think my husband is made to today. He will still make it. Okay? No matter how made we are today, we'll make
there's
it
always
more.
room
Yeah,
for
there's always
more.
room for growth.
Yeah.
Exactly. But the thing is that I can't marry a broke man.
Yeah. What's the definition of broke? Because to another lady,
literally begging for money up and down, borrowing money, no money for yourself. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I married my husband when he was just there. He was just surviving. Like he was. I mean, we're not going to be hungry for food, but we might not even have money
the luxury
we don't have money to go on holiday or something big.
That major.
Do you understand? Yes. But obviously, we have found our
common ground.
Exactly. But when I married him, I was just there. But again, that's okay for me. But broke. Do you know what broke is?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I did not come from a broke background.
So
I have experienced the good life. Do you know the funny thing? I've said the same number of times on my channel, but I used to joke about this to my husband then, like, I come from a family where if there's no light, they put on gen all day, all night.
Oh, yeah.
I've always used a MacBook. I'm not going to downgrade to a Lenovo or HP or whatnot because, do you understand? Because I've always been able to afford this thing. So it's something I told my husband, and not even, I wasn't demanding it. It was just like, babe, see, this is the life I'm used to. You have to find a way to make it happen. And he never disappointed in that aspect. Like,
right? He provided.
He provided.
So he's not broke. He was just comfortable.
That's what I'm saying. But he worked hard to be able to do this. Some men are lazy and they're okay being broke and borrowing money from people. So that being said, I cannot marry a broke man.
Are you marrying someone that is like packaging the way we would say?
No. Definitely
someone that doesn't really have someone that has but doesn't really have up to what he...
I still can't.
Yeah.
I like honest people. Another thing I should mention, you said someone with prospects, right? I remember when my husband wanted to marry me, my uncle especially, he kept saying, your husband has a great future. I can see it. You see, you need to marry this man. I can see it. His future is so bright. He's one of those people that, I don't know, he could just see the future.
That there's something.
When you're working hard, when you're like legit, when you're genuine, when
some people can
perceive
that.
Yes. So
but did you see that? Or it was just people's opinion?
I met my husband at 22.
Yeah.
I was not even looking for a husband in the first place. So I was not looking at anything.
Anything, you were just like...
I wasn't looking at anything. I wasn't... see,
you were not even sure what you wanted.
If I like you, I'll marry you.
Yeah.
Any other thing was not that important to me. I knew he wasn't poor, but then again, I knew he wasn't rich.
Up there.
Yeah, so I'll be like, if I like you, I'll marry you. So, like I said, I didn't pray for the things I got. I didn't pray for my husband. I didn't pray for the kind of husband I got. God loves me that much.
Yeah.
You understand? I didn't pray for a lot of things.
Nice.
But that doesn't mean you shouldn't pray to keep that now.
You better pray and be specific.
Yes. Yeah. But then I didn't pray to get what I got.
Yeah.
And I consider myself lucky. So, God loves me, Sha.
True.
God's first daughter here.
Okay, so generally speaking on contentment, what are your thoughts on that in marriage? I know you've touched it,
but this is very difficult. Contentment is very difficult. I might not even in marriage, in life, but since we're focusing on marriage, one thing I've realized is that since I got married, we've been growing, right? Yeah. We're always moving to the next level. We've never stayed the same, literally.
Yeah.
But one thing I realized is that no matter where we get to, we're always wanting more. But that's for us as a couple. Now, as a person, when it comes to say, I'm guessing you mean like your husband, contentment with your husband or whatnot, it's very easy to get distracted. I'm a fine babe.
With a very beautiful face.
You can see it.
Period.
I'm a fine babe. Yeah. But that's why you need God, though. You need God in your life.
True.
As I pray for yourself, pray for your husband, pray for everybody. You need God in your life. Like, people are going to try to distract you. Yeah. But it now depends on you if you have the self-control to hold yourself.
Like, people are going to try to tell you, like, oh, you're too good for...
Yes. Man, it's even being too good. You're too fine, you're too good.
Yeah, why did you settle for this?
You can get richer, you can get better. Minus that.
I get it.
And man, is even trying to tell you, let me say you almost should I say see or like
Yeah.
we're on Instagram every day now. You are seeing all
Peer
this.
pressure.
Thank
IG
you.
pressure.
From Yahoo boys, don't fall for it.
True.
Do not fall for it.
Yeah.
Basically, their peer pressure of people, young boys, 20-year-olds are now making billions and millions,
Yeah.
and and girls sometimes will easily fall for that, thinking that
There's something out there they're
yes, there
missing.
is a light at the end of the tunnel. Exactly. But it's usually that case. And the same applies to men as well. You have an amazing thing going on at home, but sometimes you feel like,
There's
I can
something
get
better
finer,
out
I
there.
can get better.
Sure.
She's always doing this, she's always doing that. I can get
Yeah.
somebody that can do it better than her. It always
Once
goes
I feel
through
like if
people's
you're a
minds.
married person watching this video, or generally in life, if you're not a content person,
Yeah.
you're already in for it. I
Yeah.
don't think you can make any headway in life if you're not
Yeah.
content, because I can relate to what you're saying as well. You have to be content in your marriage. You don't
You
have
have
to
to be.
think about what someone else is doing, or they traveled to this place, summer, this and that. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
I feel
definitely.
like just be happy where you are, and then the naysayers will always be there. Why did you marry this guy? You're too good. I mean, look at where you're coming from and
And
all of that.
let
But
me even tell you people what
yeah,
I used to tell people. If you're watching all those people on Instagram annoying you, you're saying to go and put a Nigerian movie, you'll feel
please.
better with
Yes,
yourself.
so
Put a
Z
Nigerian
won't
movie,
even.
do you understand?
Just watch
Do
something
something,
else.
anything to lighten your mood, to make you feel better,
Yeah,
to make you
because all that glitters for real is
it's
not
not
gold.
good.
It's not. It's
Exactly.
not.
It's
Okay, so
not.
let's just wrap it up real quick. The last one will be communication. For me, communication in marriage is very, very, very important, because most people, you get married, your spouse is saying one thing, you're interpreting a different thing.
Yeah.
It's a very big problem. Let me hear from you what you have.
Of course, I agree with you. The
Yeah.
thing is that to today, I've been married 8 years now, and
Yeah.
I still have communication problems.
Yeah.
To today, sometimes I feel like when I'm saying something, my husband is just
Interpreting something else.
something else, and
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like he's listening just to give me the reply he wants to give me.
Yeah.
Anyways, he's not listening really.
Yeah.
And I also do that sometimes when I already have something in my head, like
It's already fixed.
it's already fixed.
That's it.
No matter the argument
What
you
you're
try
saying,
to bring my
I already
way,
have my
I already
opinion.
have my opinion, and I'll keep repeating that.
Yeah.
And you find that that's where the problems arise
Right,
from.
yeah.
So communication is, of course, is key.
Yeah.
I've not perfected it though. I'm not going to sit down here and
Even
lie
me
to you
as
that
well.
I've perfected communication, but it's something that I'm constantly
working
on.
Because my husband will always say as well, like, are you listening or you're just talking?
Yeah.
And so, most times I'm just talking. I'm not even paying attention. He's
Yeah.
saying one thing and I'm interpreting 100 things. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. Do you have any other thing to say? We're wrapping it up now.
See, if I'm to advise people now,
Yeah.
from everything that we just talked about, is learn your partner very well.
True.
Okay, learn your partner. Know what's important to your partner.
Yeah.
Compromise where you can. You can't have. When the people say have it all. Yeah, some
Yeah.
of us we do have it all, but in having it all, we have to compromise some
Compromise a lot
things.
of other things.
Yes, to be able to have it all. So it's like just be wise about it. Forget what you're seeing on social media.
It's all fake packaging.
Exactly.
Yeah, so if I would give my own advice, if you're watching this video, so I know we have 4 C's in marriage: the commitment, communication, and all of that.
Yeah.
But I'll just quickly add, cherish your partner, and above all, Christ. That's the
Yeah.
other C, Christ.
Yeah.
Like, that's the God factor, right?
Yeah.
Don't look at marriage as physical. Oh, I'm just married. Let's go. We move. Turn up. Da.
Yeah.
You're just going to get yourself into a lot of like things that you didn't really bargain for. So I feel like you should be more prayerful, be spiritual about it, and see it as spiritual. Let God be at the center of your marriage. Do you
Yes,
understand?
definitely.
Let God definitely be at the center of your marriage, and every other thing will make sense. So
True.
guys, please make sure, I'm sure you enjoyed it. And let's hear from you from the comment section. I'm going to
Yeah.
be reading. Let me know your thoughts on the 4 C's in marriage.
Yeah.
So please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel.
Thank you for watching.
And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Bye, guys.